We are back with round 5 of the Wixoss third summer ceremony, hosted by Carta Magica. We have Mono White Dream Team with Lion Center versus Deus Ex Machina X Center. So X went first, Ipatom played out, and XX, but it was bounced off with Ange level 1 assist, Alphard attack, light attack, Servant Burst, returning nothing. Flight damage still to go through. Looks like Flight found nothing. We see a... It's like a Culebra? Culepe. So that's just a vanish, 8k or less, enter charging away. Ereshkigal growing into X2, paying out the Culebra. So X2, we've been over before. It is, when it's attached as a soul, whatever it's attached to, when it attacks, you can vanish it, vanish something's 12k or less. We see double Ipatom into an XX field, vanilla field, just to put attackers on the board. So first is a Exia. We see Exia burst. So there are up to Signy for the Exia. Vanish. Looks like the center Ipatom is going to be vanished. Another Exia getting rid of, well, nothing. And then Miracle Draw. The double... No, it's a Fern Slash. I'm sorry. It looked like an Exia for a hot second. Fern Slash still seeing use in the meta today in terms of its life burst. And if you have the enter, it's actually not that bad. But... see Akino Rock thrown out. Akino Rock is going to return the remaining XX to hand. See a... looks like a Circinus? It is indeed a Circinus. So pay 1, look at top 5, look for a level 1 amongst, add it to hand, rest go on the bottom in any order. So we'll get a flight off of that. Another Alphard. Alphard Natural Planet. So on attack, just reveal top for a level 1. Lots of hand advantage cards here. Alphard, reveal top. It is a level 1. It'll go to hand. Kentucky Burst. Flight going on takeoff. No spell found. Rearranging. Cannot tell what that burst is off. Looks like Iwatoshi. And then Amethystal and Amethystal. Already down to 0 cloth for X. Just a straight onslaught of effects going against X here. Not giving it any room to breathe, it seems. And it's only turn 3 for them. So we see the X3 pop out. No on-play abilities to worry about. Paying out Amethystal and a level 3 red. Called a Kentucky. Haven't seen any of the level 1s for X. Have the level 2... The level 2s are available for Lion. This just appears to be a complete blowout. Wing Slash coming in, getting a salvage off, but not without taking down Flight. Returning Amethystal to hand. Amethystal offering some filter options. Seems to be heavily needed right now. Not very many options can be there. XX and center. Rised into Nobunaga. Nobunaga, paying the 1, getting rid of the Circunus, going to action pay an additional 2, maybe? Not holding off for now, because we're going to see Hera. Hera with on attack. If you have a full red field, you can pay to vanish. And an Amethystal. So we got the full red field for the Hera. This one being attached to Hera as a soul. So now whenever Hera attacks, may draw or enter charge 1. Looks like not even going for defense here. It seems that way, not going for any defense plays here. So I'll get vanished. Damage will go through. Damage being off camera. Damage being a Deka Sanbashi? Alphard? You know, I'm not even gonna lie. I never thought I would see a Deka Sanbashi in a deck until now. Impressive. Servant for the Lureg attack. I can see why it would be used. If it still sticks around, you can make a lane. I did not see what got enter charge, but we see MC Lion alt. Third verse alt. When it enters, nothing happens, but when this attacks, you shuffle and reveal the top card of your deck. If it is a level 1 Signy, you draw it. If it is a card with guard, then, well, you also get the deal of damage, but actual damage is just a straight crush. So White Haven opening up 2 slots here, more than likely trashing the Nobunaga. Oh? Returning the Nobunaga to hand. Interesting. I would not want to return that Nobunaga to hand. But something else happened that caused the Amethystal to get returned to hand. Oh, once per game on Lion. So, full open field. This isn't good. There's only one defensive option that I can think of for Machina, since that's the only thing that can grow to level 2 right now. See, Exia, Zhao Yun, and Zhao Yun drop to the field. Xenocluster going to enter charge. See, Machina Bind. Paying out all 6, it appears. So 2 Signy will get neg 12k when they attack, and pay an additional 3 to grant another Signy when it attacks neg 12k. So if this board attacks, it's dying. Simply put, this board is dying if it attacks. So we must have the guard in hand. I hope he has the guard in hand. Otherwise, probably the quickest match of all ceremony here. Presenting for cut. And, ooh! Servant gets added. No life cloth crushed. That's fantastic to see, though. Goes to show with all the filtering options. Servant to guard the damage. X playing on life support here. Has to try and get it this game. Or has to try and get it this turn. Otherwise, you already know it's over. Simply from the... Exia is going to be able to turn off 1 slot from attacking. If anything gets targeted. XX. Enter charged. I would honestly try to force, because unfortunately, from personal experience, I know the only attack phase assists that Anj has don't really help out here, but could be wrong. There could be something that I'm completely missing on it. Akino has 1 as well to salvage a guard, but does open a lane, so it's gotta be really careful. So cargo code ride. This can't be the attacks, right? No. Cargo code ride is on play. My apologies. Rise Nobunaga. Have to be careful here. Really have to be careful here. Getting rid of the Zhao Yun. Exia is just going to say Nobunaga can't attack. That's actually fine, because now we go into Deuce Drive. Drive's going to open up another slot. Gullwing in center, Amethystal on the other side. So we see the soul for X2 attached to the Gullwing. So it can vanish that Exia. I don't see it actually happening, but it is... Considering that Akino can return a Signy to hand, could see it returning that Gullwing just to drop the soul and not have to deal with it. So we're seeing 1 paid, well, 1 burned because of Gullwing. Akino bye-bye, the classic Akino. Returning a servant to hand, returning Gullwing back to the opponent hand. What Anj is that? Hold on a second. There must have been an Anj I am indeed missing that looks like Anj to the third, or to the second, whatever notation you want to call that, 2 double quotes, to just return something to hand on attack phase. Actually, that's not terrible, but you don't have options to grab, though. So, guarded, Exia, Penlight, Zaoyun out. This, unless this deuce, and that's game. Nothing could save from the deuce. No enter, no nothing. So, that was a pretty fast game. Just open onslaught from the Lion deck, already at just immediately putting X down to 0 life cloth in a matter of seconds. Just unfortunate, probably not seeing that servant. Also just for the 2 turns and just having the board cleared and not being able to counteract against it. So, give me a couple minutes. I'll see if there's another game we can spectate, so don't go anywhere. So, sticking around the top tables, we have another Deus Ex Machina X deck versus Card Jockey Lion. So, looks like both players 2 life cloth. Deuce Shield out for the level 2 options for X, leaving only the Machina. Both level 2 options available for Card Jockey with an Exia and a Circunus on field. Looks like an Endless Punchline has also been used for the Card Jockey player. Kentoki paying the 2 to get Assassin. So it's just going to get around the Exia being in center. Another Kentoki, paying the 2 to give it Assassin as well, so we have 2 damage threatened on board. And then an XX in the remaining slots. I'm pretty sure Exia has already triggered. So I believe the slot that XX is in can't attack. So both of those will trigger, causing the opponent to burn 2 enter, since there is a card with soul on the field. So we see Xenocluster to enter charge 3, basically a net +1. Glare making it a little hard to see, but it looked like 2 level 3 SRs and a Rapid Accumulation. Rapid Accumulation being probably one of my favorite cards from this new set, because in a statistical sense, if you run 4 of them, you're running a 36 card deck in a sense, because you can just stack them on your rig to draw cards, but it's not bad as a one of, two of maybe. If you got no other options that you can think of using, you can use it. But Xenocluster negating out all the work that was just done. We see Wolf Reverb. Wolf Reverb negating the next instance of damage. And paying the full cost to vanish something on the opponent's field. So if that XX can't attack, one of the Kentokis gets vanished, more than likely the one with X1 attached to it. That last Kentucky with Assassin, the damage isn't even going to go through. What a stop. What a stop. Toki will swing, no damage whatsoever. So the XX was able to swing. 'Tis fine. Looks like an Eternal Influence, so nothing happens on that. Swing and a miss with X, and now it is back to Card Jockey. Looks like only one... No, I see a sliver of a second card. 2 Life Cloth remain for X, 1 for Lion. Intercharging away Circinus. PRJ map. Looking at top 3, doesn't look like there's many cards left in deck. But looking at top 3 to add a White Signy and a spell to hand. So there's an Arcwind for the White Signy. No spells, but now the opponent has to pay 2 to guard. Percival in the remaining lane. Eternal Influence. Looks like we're getting rid of XX. So So 2 open lanes here. So this is threatening lethal. Can't do the once per game. Well, can do the once per game, but can only attack twice since there's only 1 level 2 available. But we see Machina Smash come out. Machina Smash is going to get rid of the PRJ map, and we're going to get a salvage. Salvaging a Kentucky. Exia swing, getting rid of the Kentucky. Percival swing, damage goes through. I can't tell what that is. It looks like an Alexandrite, so the only thing that can happen is a draw. Lion swing, guard in hand. Yep, guard in hand. Staying alive at 1 life cloth, but no more level 2 options. 4x here, but I do see what looks like still 2 pieces remain. 4x. Trigger of victory, crushing the last life cloth, targeting the Kentucky, crushing a PRJ map, so no burst there. So this is a lethal turn, probably maybe the last turn, 4x. If the game doesn't end here, the game will definitely end. Actually, I believe this is game regardless, because we will have a Kentucky with Assassin, another Kentucky, and an XX. So 2 damage presented on board. I do not think it would be... Okay, so he's going to exceed to give 2 red Signy on board Assassin, which... it's kind of interesting. I would not expect this from... or to pay the Kentucky or something. You know you have an open field, so that's play kind of confuses me, but it presents a full assassin board, I guess, just to, you know, send a message. So Crossfade coming out, getting rid of 1 of the Signy. Doesn't matter which one, everything has Assassin. Everything is going straight to face. And that will be game on principle of not being able to defend the front 3 lanes. Seemed like a really good win, or seemed like a really good plan for the Lion, but unfortunately just couldn't get it out against X. So the round is close to over. Only a few more tables remain. So we're just going to take a little bit of an extended break before heading into round 6. So stick around, folks. We're getting close to the exciting conclusion of the 3rd summer ceremony.